Davis is joining me in the comm box, but Dave, he says you told him to come in here. And look at this for a lag. Is this an indication of the way things are going to go here?
First rack.
Now a race to 11.
Efren Reyes to break.
Chance to make up for that. Dave, you told me to come in this studio. And I'm sure John McDonald in the introduction wasn't introducing the players, ordering...
The Hall of Fame can turn it on like nothing, like no one the game has ever seen.
Just enough daylight to make the 4. Or is it? Is the 5-9 combination on?
And it is Efren Reyes, a break and finish. We didn't see many of those in his match against Vandenberg. 9 right into the heart of the pocket. But Efren would like to be looking at a few more 5-9 combinations like this in the match.
Slightly easier to break off on the TV table. And the reason? Well, there's a poor break.
Ball in hand.
The reason why it's easy to break off on the television table? Absolutely no moisture in the cloth whatsoever. The balls react superbly well, and so you don't have to bang them so hard to get them moving around the table.
This was really a mishit. Look at all the topspin on that cue ball.
To the patterns around the table now. Quickly work out where there may be a sticking point positionally in between the 4 and the 8. It's a bit short of pace. That is a misjudgment and may spot on there.
But has he left the 4 on?
Yeah, I think he can. Well, if he can't pot it into the bottom left as we look on our screen, he can certainly cut it into the opposite pocket. That is missable, but his problem is how does he bring this cue ball out into the table to get on the 5, which would be easily pottable from the bottom half of the table. Oh, what a
sweet hit that was. Had to draw to the side cushion and swing it back between the colors with a lot of left-hand English.
He certainly made that shot look easy, and you know, that shot is easier than it would be on a club table.
Got up in the first rack.
The loop bridge employed by most of the top-class pool players. Very, very fluent, lazy grip than a snooker ball. So to play with topspin, you've got to be higher up the ball with your bridge.
Just looking at this 9, a little tricky. You wouldn't want to be shooting this shot on a snooker table, Steve. No problems for Francisco here, though. He replies with a terrific clearance to level it up here on center stage.
Efren Reyes got off to a good start with a quick 9 ball. Sacrifice control of the table. Oh, he's lost the white ball. Bad break off.
Ball in hand.
Well, he did just about everything. Almost tried to kick that cue ball out of the side pocket there. This is about as much body English as you're going to see from Efren Reyes.
So often happens if you don't contact that 1 ball centrally and the cue ball starts to veer off to one side or the other. And there's the reaction of Efren once he knew it was near the pocket. Oh, great shot there. Now, look at the clever shot he's played there, not just making the ball.
Are we looking at a possible 1 rack to decide who goes through to the quarterfinals?
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? It looks like you've got 2 marathon runners on a piece of elastic. Neither one can get away from the other, pulling each other back. You'd expect it to happen for some reason as well. As if they're both waiting for that to happen as well. As if they've both already prepared themselves for a final frame shootout. Final shifting that 7 and 8 apart so early in the run.
I wonder if we'd asked both Reyes and Bustamante if it came down to it and finished 10-10, how do you feel about playing one rack for a place in the quarterfinals of the World Championships? Down for the 9 to his choice of corners.
Efren Reyes, the first. Bustamante has come so close to winning last year. Is Bustamante going to win this year? Who knows? One thing's for sure, whoever wins is going to beat some great players.
One of them will enter the other phase.
I can tell you the rules of the competition don't allow that, Peter.
Yeah, I know that, and it's so bad. One of them has to go.
One of them has to go. I know you're interested because a lot of Mika Immonen fans.
I'm here for 4 straight tournaments already, and he won 2 of them. He just won the last one, last July 6th. People going there.
Wow, sounds interesting. And you say there are about, what, more than 300 people watching on the big screen right now in the bar you're in?
Yes, they're all around. There are about 8 billiard tables here, but everybody's focused on this match.
And as far as Francisco goes, do you think he's going to win it now?
The Koreans have a couple of players in the tournament. The Koreans making a good effort this year as well, so very strong Asian representatives in the last 16 of this tournament. A couple of Americans. We're down to 1 American now? I don't know.
And you're playing him.
I got him. 2 snooker players.
And 2 Canucks. Don't forget the Canucks.
The Canucks, the Canadians. Couple of Canadians.
Don't think that one's for sale.
It doesn't work like that, does it? Did the white go in then? Do you know, Efren Reyes still refuses to get a jump cue.
As does Earl Strickland.
Do you think it's to do with the cost of them? I shouldn't think so. 4 racks of 9-ball is certainly within this man's capability. This is a must clearance for Reyes. He may have left himself a 5s, which means just a little bit harder a 6-ball than he could have hoped. In trying to get back out into the table a bit more, to get closer to that 6-ball, he's missed the pot, but he's been very fortunate, I think. Well, massive stroke of luck there. I'm sure Bustamante would have been pleased to have seen the 5-ball miss. He'd have rather have taken this situation than Reyes running the rack. Now, is that 9-ball in the way, or can he come round the back of the 9, and straighten out the line of the reflection, so to speak, if it was a mirror? He may just be able to catch. Oh, he hit it a bit too soft.
Foul shot.
Bit harder, it would have straightened up a fraction more.
You really can't see him failing at this attempt to secure the rack.
You just shake of the wrist just to sort of shake out the tension of the shot. He's not happy. Softer or with more spin. And has left himself more angle. And with the break off, he's only 1 rack behind.
As hoped for, 9-8, Francisco Bustamante in front of Efren Reyes, and everyone on the edge of their seats here in Cardiff. He's breaking for the match.
Settle down then, please, now.
And everyone glued in on this break.
Lost the cue ball somewhat, and it looks to have gone safe, and perhaps Reyes will get a chance. Look at that, 3, 2 and 9.
Perica. I actually played Perica in Florida about 15 years ago.
How old is he?
He'd be a few years older than Reyes, but not many. You know, maybe somewhere between 50, 55, I'd say. But
So we're not-
Parika's been a great player from the Philippines for a
we're
long
not,
time.
We're not talking about a master grasshopper situation here. We're not talking about his mentor rather than perhaps a practice partner.
I think a bit of both, Steve. I guarantee you they will have played together a lot. But Parika just won a seniors event in America within the last month.
Jose,
Look at this kick shot.
He's got the
from
9. He's
Bustamante.
won it.
Oh, he's made the 9. Unbelievable. He kicked the 1, made the 9 in the side pocket. What an end to an unbelievable match. And look at Bustamante. 11-8, and he is through to the quarterfinals.
Lost out to Earl Strickland. He clipped the 1. It was a great clip on the 1. The 8, onto the 3, onto the 9. Heartache for Reyes. Joy for Bustamante. Look at the reaction of Bustamante. He saw the clip, he saw the 8, he saw the 3 and 9, and he knew he'd won it. Apologising to the referees for a split second there, Jim.
Delighted. Francisco Bustamante beats his idol 11-8.